Mesa.
And we are late to the party.
And once again, we are head first into the singles match. This one is what? A #1 contenders match to see who goes up against Bibiani for that championship belt.
Yeah, and this one it's a little different because we are seeing a vacant belt. And we are seeing one of these guys could possibly be the champion just by competing somebody who earned that spot by dominating in the free-for-all.
Yes.
Problem is, one other person in this battle has dominated in the free-for-all as well.
Yes, he was just a little shy, short of getting that all free-for-all. Had he come out earlier in the match or earlier in the free-for-all, I feel like he would have been the one to win.
It's very possible.
But he didn't luck of the draw of the numbers. He didn't get he got a later number. So.
Correct. And Bibiani versus Ethan Erwin is something that I would very much like to see in the future.
Yes.
However, though, we're going for the who you got of who do we want to end up in the final battle.
So there are several reasons why we want to go with Andreyko.
Of course.
One being Fife Club, you know, Fife for Life. He's part of the Fife Club, so I'm always, I'm a huge fan of the Fife Club.
You are betrothed to the Fife Club.
Yes, so Andreyko is the person that I'm going for. However, he mentioned something earlier, and I was like, you know what, that's amazing. First match ever between Andreyko and Bibiani was
each of them.
For both of them were against each other, so
it's full circle. Let's go back to where we began, and that's the thing is I would love for it to go first circle, full circle. I'm kind of a romantic, and that's why I want Kalinowski to make it all the way to the end. How romantical! It makes sense. Like for storyline's sake, let's get this, you know, epic battle between Bibiani and Andreyko once again. Except this time it's for the gold. So. I need Andreyko to win this. I just think it would be more fruitful storyline-wise, kayfabe-wise, just for my density. I think it would be best for Andreyko. However, still would love to see a battle between Ethan Erwin and Bibiani as well. We saw them at the table the entire time. They ended the game at the table together. So, let's get into the battle between the two. You know who we got. Let's find out who is going forward now. Almost grabbed this button. That controls the camera. That'd have been bad. We've been training for Intergeekdom too, so this is kind of refreshing.
Except for the fact that he's an image.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's refreshing.
Finally, some other trivia. I'm sure we'll have a couple questions.
Yes.
Today, this is one of those matchups you'll love to salivate. The stakes have never been
juicier
because Andreyko is going up against Erwin, and it's all for
Pavlov's dog.
Well, what's
Schmoedown
is that, you know, obviously Mike Kalinowski has been causing chaos, right?
He needs like the gang sign. But someone come up with a KO.
Sam Levine caused way more chaos. Zaniness with a capital S. Sam and I sat down and we talked for a bit. Sam made the decision that he was stepping away from the game. Obviously, he was going to be around to drop both belts. He's no longer the singles champion. He's no longer the team's champion. And that put the singles championship up for grabs because Bibiani was supposed to challenge Sam, but when Sam left, that left Bibiani without anyone to challenge. We knew Erwin and Andreyko would be playing for a contender spot, but now they have someone to play. They're going to be playing Bibiani. Either way, can you imagine Ethan Erwin versus Bibiani to where you had the free-for-all battle between these two? Take that aside, Mark Andreyko and Bibiani had arguably the best match in Schmoedown history in their debut.
Good times.
Bibiani broke the
I think that was like one of the last times we saw the old format.
Remember when they...
I don't remember. My memory sucks.
When they give one person 4 questions and then they get the other person different 4 questions instead of it being the same.
That's why I don't do that Schmoedown trivia.
Because we have Bibiani going up against one of these two, and you look at a guy like Ethan Erwin. He's the real wild card to me between him and Andreyko. We know what Andreyko brings to the table, but a lot like Mark Andreyko, who started off so red hot in this league when he first came out of the gate. Then he had some stumbles. Ethan Erwin, we're still waiting to see if he is truly a cyborg of movie trivia or he has some cinematic lapses yet to be discovered. Willa Fisher appeared
almost
today.
did. We sat behind him while he played free-for-all. He almost screwed up multiple
we were just
times.
like, we literally like focused in on, we're like, and then he erased it and put the right answer.
Yeah. Love him. The competitors are scared of him. I mean, he is somebody who's 3-0. He has had amazing matches. He started off beating Yolanda Machado, and then his second match was a masterpiece in his win against the Professor Lon Harris. What a match that was! And then he took out the Godfather, Sam Levine's former partner, and then now here he is, Mark Andreyko. This is a big test for Ethan because Mark Andreyko is that good. But the question, like you said, is Ethan the real deal? We find out today in this #1 contender match against Mark Andreyko, who is a solid competitor.
So many questions. Did Andreyko shower before the match? Will Ethan Erwin be sporting his trademark producerial blue button-down shirt? Is anyone going to make guacamole out of these avocados on my shirt, Christian? So many questions. We answered some of them with
guacamole. Come on,
Avocado.
This has been a fantastic year for the Fight Club. We had both Rachel and Clark in #1 contender matches. Both of them had a shot at the belt. I've had 2 competitors have a crack at getting that championship, and frankly, third time's the charm.
A little closer before you say goodnight.
So this is a #1 contender match. It's myself against Mark the Android Andreyko. And look, by the way, I was going to put it out there. I like Andreyko.
If you know where
I hired the guy to write for me in the past. I think he's great. I think he's very smart.
I know, but
he knows his stuff. But guess what? I know a lot.
Ethan is a really good player. He's like a shark in Jaws. Just he has one purpose, and that is to destroy and rend and tear. So, you know, I hope part of me hopes I destroy him, channel my inner Andrew Guy versus Merle, or just don't lose by too much. So, yeah, there's no pressure from the preamble she just gave me.
I have come in here and single-handedly, just from the beginning of this year, torn through this league. And now I'm going to take him down, and after that, Bibiani. And guess what? Then the title's mine. And that's, I think, what we've all been talking about this whole time. Sam Levine even told me that one of the reasons he quit was because he knew he'd have to face me.
Knowledge isn't everything in this league. There's it's a lot of a personality game. There's a lot of psychological warfare that goes on. There's lots of, feuding and that sort of thing. There's a lot of psyching out. And thus far, he's been very focused and very internalized. So we'll see if the knowledge can get him through all the way. Because, you got to get a thick skin in this because we all want the belts.
Look, I know that there are people who think that I don't have enough personality and that I don't have enough character. I'm not a face. I'm not a heel. That's nonsense. I have tons of personality, but it doesn't matter for this game. There's only one thing that
I think he does, though. This is the start of his personality.
You are a very worthy competitor. I am a little nervous, a little humbled before you, but the fate of the wheel, there's some categories I know that you don't, so it's up to the gods to decide.
Andreyko, I'm going to annihilate you. I feel bad about it, I guess, a little bit, because we've worked together and I respect you, but you're going down. There's going to be nothing left but just a pile of Android parts on the ground. And I'm sorry to have to do this to you, but it's what's going to happen, and you guys are going to watch it.
I like the arrogance by Ethan Erwin.
Yes.
You see, like he's at this point, he is saying, "I am the best in the league."
Work on his clothing, a little outfit, something to be
have to face him.
That big time.
I like the moxie
Embrace
on
the darkness,
Ethan Erwin, but I also like Mark Andreyko.
Looks good on you, my
how
friend.
much he wants to play Bibiani again. He wants that match.
We sat next to his wife for the whole free for all.
Bibiani, and he wants.
It was a good experience. It was a fun experience. We played with Ethan Erwin.
As we've seen recently in the Schmoedown, things don't always go the way you think they're going to. The odds are never quite in your favor. Ethan Erwin right now, he's kind of like Ivan Drago, but we all know what happened to Ivan Drago. He was on the second Death Star when it blew up. Christian, what are each one of these competitors good at?
Well, they both have similar strengths. You have Mark Andreyko, comic book movies, musicals, and thinking his competitors are valets. You saw that in that last collision. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Throwing his keys to a lot of people. Christian wrote a joke about parking in the car and leaving it for the valet. Very funny piece of material.
I appreciate it. And then you got Ethan Erwin. Ethan Erwin, whose strengths are Arnie and Sly movies. You've got action adventure. You have Oscar movies. And being pissed off when someone calls him a valet.
Will anybody know if Arnie and Sly were ever in a musical? We're about to find out. Christian, I am mentally prepared. Are you physically set?
Oh my God, it's fantastic.
Oh, there it is. There we go. We're all begging for that one.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Good crowd. Good turnout today.
3 rounds in a #1 contender match. Introducing first, representing the Fife Club, with a record.
Has anyone come out to cue Lazarus Goodbye Horses yet?
2 defeats. He is the number 3 ranked contender, Mark the Android Andreyko.
I do love this Andreyko though. I'm glad he's not evil anymore.
The machine earning his spot here today. And his opponent,
ultimately power,
with a record of 3 wins, no defeats, and 1 knockout. He is the number 2 ranked contender.
Although we did come out to a Ghostbusters 2 song, which I'm pretty proud of. I was like, how do we fit this in there somewhere? How'd we do?
Well, I mean, that's the song he's been coming out to. It's been good for him since his first match here as he stared down the android. It's no entourage, and it's the wonderful Fife Club there with the android. All right, Mark, how does round number 1 work?
I will read the rules while Christian stares dead-eyed into the camera for 45 seconds.
What was that?
In round number 1.
Where was I?
The field is going to hear 8 questions
that's a
from
GIF now,
8
I think,
different
too.
corners. Christian George, wake up.
I'm there. All right, here we go. So, Ethan, are you ready to go?
Always be closing.
And Mark, are you ready to go?
That was a question.
Let's get it over with.
Let's get ready to
Schmoedown.
There we go.
Oh, that's Andreyko.
All right, question number 1 in the realm of action adventure. Let's start it off with who plays Alan Grant in Jurassic Park?
All right, we're just out here throwing the frisbee around early in the match.
Give him something to do.
To chew on.
This is to make sure your markers work.
Yes. Yeah.
What's his name?
Alan.
5.
Oh, boy.
4.
No.
3. 2.
Repeat
1.
the question.
Pen down, please. And Ethan.
Sam Neill.
Correct, Mark.
I completely blanked.
Didn't have it.
Oh no, that's not a good sign.
I blinked for a second at the beginning. I couldn't remember.
It's one of those questions I don't even have to think of. My hand just starts doing it.
Your next question comes from the world
Jurassic Park,
of
man, that
movie
was-
release dates. Yes! Your question is,
One of my
the
faves.
first Mission Impossible film starring Tom Cruise came out in what year?
Damn it! I don't know years.
I look at this more as an Emilio Estevez franchise.
That's true. 5.
He plays Jack.
4.
He
He's back in a
dies.
big way in the new
3.
by the way.
2. 1. Pens down, Mark.
96?
That's correct.
Damn.
Ethan.
96.
Got it.
Always a
Okay.
damn
Next
off,
question.
man. I don't know years.
Ethan.
That's when you did the score.
Remember that?
Next question.
Danny,
I was old then.
Dramas. Dramas is the next category. John Wayne, Henry Fonda, and Sean Connery star together in which war film?
Ooh.
What's that one
We're a
war
long way
film
from that
that?
first Jurassic Park question.
I know.
Damn.
5, 4, 3,
I can't remember
2,
the name.
1. Mark Andreyko.
Guns of Navarone?
It's incorrect. Ethan?
The Longest Day.
That's correct. All right.
I never heard of that, so I don't feel bad about myself.
I don't think anyone's ever heard of Guns of Alvaron. Maybe Ethan can
Guns of
produce something.
Navarone!
Navarone.
All right, your next question comes from the world of animated movies. These are movies that are drawn by hand or on a computer. Your question is, Henry Selick directed what 2000s stop-motion animated film?
These two.
Well, forget
Repeat it. 5,
Nope.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ethan.
Coraline.
Correct.
Damn it.
Coraline.
I had Paranorman, but I erased it.
4-2.
I couldn't even think of anything other than
4-2. Next question here.
King Kong.
Fantasy sci-fi.
King
Who
Kong.
plays Miracle Max in The Princess Bride?
See, but again,
Sorry.
everybody's. I've seen that movie once because Bonnie Somerville forced
Damn
me
it.
against my will.
4, 3.
I didn't enjoy it.
Stop it. 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
Yep. Who plays Miracle Max in The Princess Bride?
Anyway, Rose.
Isn't he Rex?
5, 4,
Changing 15.
2.
I know, I
1.
just-
Mark Andreyko.
I don't know his name.
Incorrect.
See, I would have said Wallace.
Correct.
See, I would have said Wallace. We're good.
5-2, and Christian, it is
I couldn't even think of Wallace.
that already Ethan Erwin would be 3 points up on Mark Andreyko, but he is as we move to our next category, and this is in the world of comedies. Bahahaha. What U.S. city are the ladies visiting for the majority of the hit film Girls Trip?
Caught up on that movie. Enjoyed that movie.
Oh, it's a stare.
5.
Tiffany Haddish.
4.
A Star is Born.
3, 2, 1. Ethan Erwin.
New Orleans.
Correct. Mark.
New Orleans, more specifically, Essence Fest.
Well done. That's true. Right. So it is. Okay. So
I've seen the trailer.
6-3. 6-3.
I've seen the beginning of the
Shiki on
movie. I
everyone?
haven't watched it yet.
Horror/thriller. 2008's Let the Right One In features which kind of classic horror creature?
You ever afraid of the dark when you were a kid? Huh? Were you afraid of the dark?
Whoa, but accurate.
I can't hear with all the jokes.
Afraid of the dark? Did you ever think there was something in your closet under your
Afraid
bed?
of the dark.
3.
There was something in my closet, not anymore.
Good job.
Pens down.
I'll be opening for Mark Ellis at San Diego Comic Con.
So it's
Billy
just
Crystal,
someone say point in the...
Mark Andreyko.
Vampire.
Correct. Ethan.
Well, I'm here.
You got it. All right. So 7 of 4. Ethan Erwin, though, if he gets this right, he
I
is
just want to
scored a
catch up to
perfect
Andreyko.
round. Last
That's
question
right.
here.
Ethan may be winning, but Mark Andreyko cracking the jokes the
Have
parents
3.
are explaining to the little ones. Your last question.
It's 2018, guys. You know what's up.
It is a Patreon question. The following
Wow.
question comes to you from our buddy and Patreon supporter, Jake Hammer.
I knew
Thank
it.
you, Jake
I already
Hammer.
knew it
You
was
know why
gonna
they
be
call him
Jake.
the Hammer? Because he's tough as
Love
nails.
Jake.
Thank you,
One of the
Jake,
lighting
for
we're
supporting
using
the
right now is
show
from Jake.
and for making that Ninja Turtles rap. In the category of Jake's choosing coming of age, his question is, Michael Caine and Robert Duvall play eccentric uncles to a boy named Walter in what film?
Not gonna get me,
I
Jake.
am an uncle. You can
Sorry, you got me, because I have no idea.
I don't know.
You
4,
didn't stump me.
3,
Our interplay has never
2. Sorry. 1. Pens
What
down.
is it?
Ethan.
Secondhand Lion.
Correct.
Oh,
And Draco.
oh,
Got it. Ethan
the one
Erwin has
with,
scored a perfect round.
what's his
So
name?
with
Never
that,
seen
there's
it.
going to be a
Just know
bonus
the
question for
trailer
only
and the
Ethan
cover.
here. Ethan, you don't need to write it down. You just
I
need
see
to
dead
answer
people. What's his
this
name?
question here.
Haley
The bonus
Joel Osment.
question, Ethan.
Yes, he's in it.
Who directed 3 billboards outside Ebbing
Martin McDonough.
for 1 point? Ethan
I was gonna write it.
has not missed, and now
Yes,
round
Mark-
number 2
Ethan.
comes in.
Yes,
It's the
Mark
wheel round.
McDonough.
Mark Andreyko having a nice round with 5 points.
You got
It's
5 points.
Ethan
I got
hits
5
the
points.
9-5, and here we go with
But
round
not in
number 2.
regulation, I got
Round
4.
number 2, Mark.
I'm gonna go first and get this up.
All right, so Ethan
Damn,
is gonna
okay.
hit the wheel here.
Keys to his own ride. Keeping the valet jokes going. Christian and I at the desk.
Promise not to pull a Snyder.
Oh, quit and walk away.
Christian, I will note there are 2 wheel slices that are sponsored by 2 of our Schmoedown patrons right now. They are Tim Burton and action adventure movies.
I thought one of the
Tim Burton
patrons
action
was Tim
adventure
Burton.
movies. Oh, we passed Tim Burton, but we could be at action adventure Christian.
We'll take it.
Action adventure. You know,
Yeah, we'll keep it.
adventure. All right, Alex, you got
Imagine
it.
if Erwin joined Team Action.
I love how
And that
all of the other
is
ones have
supported
like
by our
actors on
buddy
it, but Action
Lance
Adventures is
Door.
flames.
Knock, knock. Who's at the door? It's Lance, but he puts an E on the end of that door. Thank you for supporting the show, Lance Door. Big fan of yours as well.
All right, here we go. Ethan, action adventure. 4 questions in action adventure. Who played Lara Croft's father, Lord Richard Croft, in the first Tomb Raider
John
film
Voight.
with Angelina Jolie?
John Voight.
2 points. Next one. Who plays the bumbling cop who used to work for Alan's father in the 1995 Jumanji?
What's his name?
David Allen Greer.
Yeah, that one.
Long question.
5, 4,
Eugene Levy.
incorrect.
No.
For the steal?
Big steal.
David
here,
Allen
Christian.
Greer.
They can pull it
Repeat the
off.
question.
Bumbling cop?
Repeat the question.
The one that had the shoe.
Steve Martin.
Looking
No.
for David Allen Greer. David Allen Greer.
I didn't remember his name. I knew it was.
Cool kid. Hated it.
David Allen who?
Greer.
He didn't hate the movie. He
You
liked
should go
Jumanji.
Dag.
Love
It was a wonderful
Jumanji.
program.
Oh, Dag, yes.
Question number 3.
Best David Allen
Fine,
Greer.
take
David
it.
Wayne.
Operative Dylan in 1987.
Carl Weathers.
2 points.
Damn.
Ethan is back after that rare misstep.
Damn, I didn't even read the question.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
quick.
In what Stallone film does the main villain continuously call Stallone's character Pig as he taunts him in the final scene?
Cobra?
Cobra.
2 points. So there you go. Erwin only missing one there. 15-5 as Mark Andreyko is up now on the wheel.
Crime is a disease. Movie trivia is knowledge, and meet the cure. Ethan Erwin, ladies and gentlemen. And here goes Andreyko.
That's a 10-point gap there.
Yeah, he can make it up though because he lost 2.
It really depends on what he gets on the wheel.
It's true.
But I feel like he has a big broad like knowledge.
Yeah, but he missed some key ones. There you go.
John Carpenter.
No. Too niche. Too niche for Andreyko.
Steps up to give his best. The crowd sees Jodie Foster, Christian. They want Silence of the Lambs there.
Jodie Foster would be just too narrow for me.
Horror.
We're going to see what we land on here.
Horror.
And
oh no.
Musicals.
Choice. Could it be musicals?
Tim Burton. Alright, I guess you
He's
could.
going to stick with Tim Burton movies. Got it. Tim Burton movies.
We'll see.
Be all like the animated
you know why,
shit.
Christian? Because that's the other. This is
Which
the
isn't
first time
shit. It's just that kind of
both Patreon slices were used in the match, and this one belongs to Jeremy Hastings. Hastily joined the movie trivia Schmoedown Patreon, as should you. Thank you, Jeremy Hastings. We appreciate your support.
All right, here we go. 4 questions in the realm of Tim Burton films. Mark.
All right, Mr. Andreyko, your first question. The world of Tim Burton's imagination. In Big Fish, what actor plays the elderly version of Ewan McGregor's character?
Albert Finney.
2 points.
He does.
Right there, that shows his prowess.
Next question. In Beetlejuice, the Maitlands discover a book named
Handbook for the Recently Deceased.
Recently deceased.
2 points.
There you go.
Andreyko.
What color is it?
It's like brownish
Not
red.
accepted
Yeah, but-
recently diseased. Your question is,
Like they changed the question.
what kind of salad does Joyce feed Edward in Edward Scissorhands?
Jello.
Chop?
Jello salad. It's Jello
Potato salad?
Multiple choice.
It's
Is
Jello
it A, a
salad.
Waldorf salad, B, a Cobb salad, C, an ambrosia salad,
Ambrosia.
or D, a Caesar
Ambrosia
salad?
Which is-
salad, yeah.
See, I would have fucked up on that one.
Ambrosia.
1 point. Literally clawing his way back into this match.
This is big here.
2 more points up for grabs. If Andreyko can get it, he'll be trailing by just 3 entering into round number 3. Your last question is, what is the name of the judge that Alan Rickman
Turpin.
plays?
Turpin.
I did not
Judge
finish the
Turpin.
question. That's very rude, but it is also correct.
We just watched that recently,
3
huh?
points. Mark Andreyko.
No clue.
Right back with a big deficit, down by 10 and only down by 3.
Round number 3. He did it with Carl Weathers. I'm allowed to do it with a musical.
I'm not a fan of
So
that
now
movie.
we have a match here as we get the 3 point
More of a fan
deficit
of
only.
Annie
As
Bernard.
we get into round number 3, Mark. How's it
Yeah.
In round number...
Mark Andreyko, you chose category number 2. That's Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I love her.
Sandy.
What country is Sandra Bullock from
Canada.
in The Proposal?
She from Canada?
I saw the thing, but it's Canada.
I mean, I know it takes place up north.
Canada.
Correct.
In Alaska, I thought.
She was. Which is kind of funny that she's from Canada,
So now to
but
take
Ryan
his
Reynolds
first
actually from
lead
Canada.
Our greatest enemy right now.
Apparently.
By the time this airs, who knows?
All right. First lead here, and now you have the category, Mark. You chose 3. You chose 3. All right, Mark. What is the one-word term?
What is the category?
Oh, I'm sorry. Category is new releases.
There you go.
New releases. What is the one-word term for the consciousness of the mind in Ghost in the Shell?
That's a new release?
Within the last 2 years, yes.
Oh, okay. That's what it covers. 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's been the last 2 years.
Fine.
I don't know. What'd they call it?
Repeat the question.
Saw it once.
What is the one-word term for the consciousness of the mind in Ghost in the Shell?
The id.
Ghost.
Correct.
That makes sense. Ghost in the shell.
Their minds.
Wow. I've never seen the animated.
I've seen the animated too, but I never really remember. It's been a while.
Andreyko has
Wow.
literally, I believe this in my heart and soul, guessed his way into a lead here in round number 3.
It works for our president, so hey.
Still taking the jabs.
And right, here we go. Hey, Christian, now I'm going to ask Ethan his question. As soon as I'm done leaving, a nasty comment about Mark Andreyko making it all political. Ethan, your question.
Don't go on his Facebook page.
You chose the number 1 because that's what you believe you are. You are indeed the favorite. That corresponds to your 2-point question in the world of family films.
Great, let's do it.
Yeah. In family films, your question is, in the Paddington films, what is Paddington's favorite food?
Peanut butter and jelly?
I don't know.
5.
I'm gonna go peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I've never seen it.
3.
I'm gonna say bananas.
2.
Pudding?
1.
Repeat it.
Said repeat.
Too late?
Too late.
Fine.
Too late. The answer was marmalade or marmalade sandwiches.
Oh.
Ethan barely loves marmalade, and it's GD adorable.
So, and Ethan needs to take the lead here. If he hits his 3, he needs to take the lead.
All right, now Ethan, you did choose for your 3-point
That was
question.
a rough 2-point.
Number 7.
Yeah.
And the number of Joe Theismann corresponds up here to Angelina Jolie.
Great.
About her movies, not her personal life. And your question is, name the critically panned yet Golden Globe nominated film starring Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp traveling by train to Venice.
The Tourist.
The Tourist.
3 points, and he's back in the lead, Christian, where he feels most comfortable.
All right. So now we go to Mark Andreyko, who needs to hit the 5-pointer. Mark needs to hit the 5-pointer. If he hits it, it bounces back to Ethan. If he misses it, Ethan will go on to play Bibiani for the vacant singles championship. All right, here we go. Mark, you chose Thriller. You chose Thriller.
The song?
The category. All right. The murder of a powerful gang leader in New York City that goes by Cyrus serves as the inciting incident of which 70s action thriller?
The Warriors?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
I don't know.
The murder of a powerful gang leader in New York City that goes by Cyrus serves...
Oh, the Warriors.
Correct! So now...
Look at her. She's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. If he hits it,
damn girl.
I'm going through like a list of like movies, and that was on
children in the back
there.
seat
And like the plot of like stuff.
Remember when they came out the game for that?
If he misses, Mark
in
Andreyko
Erwin's
will get
pocket.
his
That one I don't
rematch
remember.
with
It's all up to
Bibiani.
Whew.
All right, here we go.
Just nervous reading this question, Christian, because the question...
It's super easy.
Your question comes from the world of Disney.
All right, here we go. Disney.
Well, I was hoping you'd do the films of Ethan Erwin.
I've been playing
that's
that
fine.
Disney seen it.
Direct
A lot.
to video
So let's
doesn't
go.
count.
What? He wrote that. Anyway.
Ethan, your question.
Okay.
For 5 points, the win, and the right to play William Bibiani for the belt. Name all 3 darling children.
Wendy, John, and Michael.
From Disney's Peter Pan.
Wendy.
John
and Michael. Wendy, John, and Michael.
He knows this.
4.
Repeat the question.
He knows.
Come on.
He's got to
darling
know.
children
Wendy,
from Disney's
John,
Peter
and Michael.
Pan.
I don't know. You might have this one, bro. You might.
He doesn't know.
5, 4,
John, Michael.
3, 2.
Think of
Repeat
Hook.
again.
Name the 3 darling children from Disney's Peter
Or just
Pan.
pick 2 generic male names.
5.
Richard and Steven.
I'm happy for Andreyko, but like I'm sad that he didn't get that question.
Still. That's, for us, that's low-hanging fruit question.
That's true.
For a 5-pointer. But naming all
Have to
3.
see it when we watch it.
Shit, we watch the ride videos from Peter Pan and Disneyland. From all parts across the world.
Christian, if you think happy thoughts in Peter Pan, you can fly Mark Andreyko thought enough happened.
Just the way we wanted it, though.
A matchup with Vivian Ethan Erwin. Noble in defeat. He missed a couple crucial questions in round of 3 when he had such a great match going up until that point.
Yeah, as soon as he heard Darling, I'm like, oh, Wendy, John Michael.
Versus Andreyko 2.
Barn burner.
That was one of the best first matches we ever had with Andreyko and Vivian. Now we get the rematch, but you talk about good matches. Ethan Erwin looked like he was taking this away. He had a 10-point lead after that second round. Andreyko hits Tim Burton, catches up, goes within 3. Ethan has a tough third round,
just
only
like that.
1 out of his 3 questions. Mark Andreyko having a phenomenal second and third round, and Mark Andreyko is going up against Bibiani for the title.
Just something about that confident stroll he had there. He understated going up to the wheel in the second round. He spun Tim Burton. He probably should write Jeremy Hastings a letter of thank you, our Patreon supporter, because he wanted that slice on the wheel, and Andreyko certainly wanted that slice. Got him back in the match when we thought that missed steal from David Allen Greer might cost him the entire thing. He comes back to pitch my basketball number 22 in a victorious effort.
I get that too.
Right, so now let's talk to Jen Sturger, who was
I'm
with
pretty bad with
Erwin,
names, so that's why I knew it was. I just don't
the
know.
Android, Mark
David Allen Greer.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Mark Andreyko. Mark, you look absolutely stunned right now.
I was telling Rachel and Emma, I think this is my version of Jacob's Ladder. I'm actually dying. And this is the last thing I'm thinking before I pass on. Because I honestly thought Ethan is such a good player and has such a wide depth of knowledge and is so unflappable. If that was a different category than Disney in the last question, it would be him here.
Let's be honest, though. You came in here today and you were just so down on yourself.
Look at the numbers. That's
you
true.
said it in the beginning. Let's get this over with.
Well, I think I said what everybody was thinking. I mean, no, that's not being falsely humble. I mean, on paper, Ethan is a really damn good champion. That was, once again, it's why this game is so much fun. The wheel and the random questions in that final round.
Chips are down. It's what you know.
They can change the dynamic substantially.
Yep.
You were down 10 points when you were...
Really?
Yes. Thank God you can't
see. He didn't even notice. That's what helps.
When you're up there, you don't see anything, you know.
That's very true. I don't pay attention to the scoreboard or anything because it does faces so you can see what your score is, but I don't look at it.
I pay attention big time. It's all I can see because usually I don't have my glasses on.
And you were just on fire, electric the rest of the round, and then you got to round 3, and I feel like you sort of used the Stacey Howard method.
What?
Just guessing your ass off.
No, I thought about it. That's where I'm glad we have the repeat the question because that helped me. That helped me both times. It didn't help me with Wallace Shawn because I haven't seen Princess Bride in 30 years. But with the first question or with Ghost in the Shell, I was like, I don't know any of that. And I thought, the title's Ghost in the Shell. Shell must refer. So maybe it's obviously what it is.
Bits and pieces.
It was. So the scientific method works. Listen to your teachers, grade school kids.
And Emma, you are absolutely beaming over there. Tell me, what does this win mean to the Fife Club?
It means that the Fife Club, the third member of the Fife Club, is now going to have a shot at the championship. I mean, and again, I said it before the match, third time is the charm, and I really think that Mark Andreyko is destined to come out on top this time. Look, he was nervous going into the match today, with good reason. Ethan Erwin is an incredible competitor, but there was one glimmer of hope for me, which was the fact that this now means that Andreyko is going to get to have that rematch with William Bibiani, and he has wanted that for a long time. And there he is, speaking of William Bibiani.
Oh, may I please? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you're not the only one who's wanted that rematch. You and me, we had something magical. We had the best damn match in the history of the Schmoedown, and I want another one, and I want that championship.
Okay, I'm not jibber jabber. It wasn't the best match because I lost. It will be the best match when I win.
It was the best match for me. It was the best match for me.
I don't care.
Oh. That's very unfortunate because I want this. This would be nice for me.
Look, you can do all your theatrics and your shtick here, and I'm waiting for you to start juggling flaming torches.
Ooh, I should have brought flaming torches.
I'm really good at the third round, as I proved here. What's your third round record again?
Well, I usually don't have to get there anymore. Because I'm so good, you see. Because you, not
That's
so good.
That's very
you have
true.
Bad. And everything
right
bad.
Now.
What's my record?
I don't actually know or care. Because your record against me is really not good. Your record against me...
6-2?
Yeah. I won the championship! Oh, here you go.
So much screaming.
guy's gonna have an aneurysm. I hope he makes it till I beat him.
Ethan, that match was absolutely nothing to hang your head about. I mean, you hung in there till the very end, but I know that's got to feel disappointing to you.
Yeah, I think I'm as surprised as anybody. It was, look, that was a tough one, and look,
you did a good job dragging it out to see if he could fish for it.
To be fair, though, now too, I would love to see if Tim ever gets his butt into the Schmoedown again against Ethan as well.
And it didn't go the way I wanted. Didn't go the way I thought it was going to go for sure.
Well, I know he was supposed to be changing his schedule to where that could actually be a possibility.
The people who are going to actually buy Collider, and they're going to tear down this entire building anyway, so it's fine. So, I'm sure you'll land on your feet. I'm sure you'll be fine.
So round 1 and round 2, you absolutely
Ethan,
destroyed.
embrace the darkness.
And then you got to round 3, and obviously that's kind of where the wheels fell off.
Yeah, I know. I gotta say, family films are apparently not what I know. So yeah, I know it was tough, and they were the questions I got were films that I have not seen. So I don't know.
No, so Peter Pan.
You know, we've heard the big announcement. You will be teaming up with the Machine in Anarchy, and your manager will be none other than Jay Washington. This is pretty exciting news for you, right?
What? Jay Washington? This is brand new news to me. I guess it's just something I'm gonna have to get. Oh,
pleasure to meet you.
Oh, hi.
Been a while.
Well, you seem like a swell guy. This is exciting.
Listen. You should be honored to be with me and Janine. You should be just so ecstatic. You get to be with the potential rookie of the year.
Yeah, because Janine knows family films.
You had a chance, but you lost. But listen, we get to make you so much better around here, especially when we help you to win this whole tournament. We're all doing each other a favor. You gonna love it. I might even get you a Viper Squad shirt or a tattoo. You did? Have a good one.
Who was that? Yeah, I guess I'll go with the shirt if that's the choice. But yeah, no, look, I'm excited. I'm super excited about pairing up with Janine. I actually feel like we really complement each other in terms of our knowledge. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great.
Please don't get a Viper Squad tramp stamp.
Do it.
We'll see.
Well, no surprise there. Bibiani was on hand, and face-to-face they went. Mark Andreyko and Bibiani ready to do it. They both want this matchup. Andreyko wants the rematch. Bibiani wants to prove he can do it again, and this time full circle for the title. As for Ethan Erwin, he wants to get right back in there and do it all over again. He's ready for the team tournament now. He's ready to take the Anarchy, which is coming up not too long from now. But Ethan played a hell of a match. He just got knocked off to that pedestal this time around.
Yeah, I mean, you got to wonder. We talked about at the top of the match, Ethan Erwin, such a striking effort in his first couple matches. There's only one way to go, and it's down. Now, he'll probably retreat to his palatial ivory tower mansion that all producers in Hollywood have, rethink his strategy, lick his wounds, come back strong in the team tournament. But now, you and I get to prep for one of the biggest matchups in the history of the movie trivia Schmoedown, and that would be Mark Andreyko versus William Bibiani for Sam Levine's Jewels.
Or it's not Sam Levine's Jewels anymore.
Is it not? Did I read that wrong?
It is off the table now. It is a vacant championship, and one of those guys, either the Android or the Beast, will be your new movie trivia Schmoedown champion. My God, unbelievable. And remember, you guys have a chance to get the tickets for September 8th. Get your tickets now, September 8th, live. See Dan Murrell compete live, and also go and check out Jason Inman as he defends the championship against the winner of the Inner.
That'd be a good
We're going to be there too. That's
Especially if it's Kalinowski.
Make sure you guys check out the Schmoedown Patreon.
I'd love to see Mara in there as well.
I would too, but man, it's just, again,
also check out the Schmoedown Rundown on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, and the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page, of which I am proud to say I am a member.
Call this one of the matches of the year?
Oh, so far, absolutely. Is the year over already? Dear God, I need to make New Year's plans.
What a match.
What a match indeed.
And it goes to show, too, like, luck of the numbers that he picks, luck of the draw, you know, and it just did not go in Ethan Erwin's way. He didn't know the Peter Pan question.
And that is one that definitely is an easy answer for us as well. That just shows you it can go anywhere.
You know what you know.
Yeah. Sam Neill right out of the gate. Mark Andreyko did not pull it.
To be fair, I kind of took me a little bit too, because I could not. I had his face ingrained right here, and it's like, what is his name. I actually had to go to the Wilder people to get to his name.
Interesting. Yeah. See, for me, I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park to where I didn't even have to think about it. It's like my hand could just write it and it'd be the right answer. Same with David Alan Grier from Jumanji. I don't need to think about David Alan Grier.
The thing is, though, too, for me, is that, like, I love those movies, like Jurassic Park and Jumanji. Right. But it's just the names just kind of
float away. Yeah, for me it's just
unless it's like right really there. Repetitive, like I know them up front.
You had some good pulls though. Warriors
come out to play.
That's for damn sure. But yeah, it's working out the way that we kind of wanted to. We got Andreyko, we got Bibiani going up against each other for that championship belt. One of those two guys will be the champion by the end of this year, so that's exciting to see. Then that comes into a whole new who you got for that. Yeah. Because I mean, I love Bibiani. We have passed with Bibiani, but at the same time, you're loyal to the Fife Club, so you've got Andreyko in your camp. But
I will still be going for Andreyko for that, but at the same time, it's like the path that Bibiani has been on since the beginning, where he was like, did so well in his first match, and then it kind of like started to decline for him, unfortunately. So, and for him to kind of come up again and win this would be awesome, and that would be another thing that they could do for 30 in 30, that documentary that they could do. Anyways, they could do that documentary for Bibiani, just like they did with JTE, if he wins. So that would be a good one. However, being in the Fife Club, Andreyko, so it's kind of like a,
which way do you go? Which way do you go? Yeah. But we know where they're going, and that's to the battle for the gold. Now, Ethan Erwin, he has now joined the ranks of those huge competitors that have fallen, and yet they're still great competitors. You got Lon Harris in there. You even have Donica, who fell, but Donica was a really good competitor as well. So you've got all these different competitors that are almost there, but not quite. Cushing even fell recently, so I'm really excited to see what happens there at that next level battle to eventually come up with who's going to be the next #1 contender to go up. And I really think it is Ethan Erwin's game at that point to get back up in there and maybe take on Bibiani down the road.
Yes.
But either way, Bibiani, see, you already know who I'm going for. But yes, we've got Bibiani, we got Andreyko going up against each other. I can't wait to see that battle finally commence.
Yes, and then we have coming up is the #1 contender spot, I guess, for the Interkingdom tournament. Whoever wins that.
And I guess they're doing 5 rounds for that one this time. It's not going to be a 3-round match. It's going to be 5 rounds for the final of the Interkingdom tournament.
That should be interesting.
I mean, one side, it sucks for us because that makes it a really long match. 2, it's good for them because it gives them a little bit of but it gives them a little bit of practice before they go for that belt to have a taste of the 5 round, at least get their hands on those buzzers. So either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to the battle between Ethan Erwin and Mark Andreyko. What did you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
Do this thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust. Oh, that really cracked my when I did that. Okay.
She's getting zapped. Ow, that hurt too. Thank you guys. You can get in the party, feel the party, keep the party going at our Patreon. Get this where we need to go. Thank you guys so much. And as always,
now it's time to say goodbye.
This party is over.
Bye.